Many times, in our daily lives we see some things that just don't add up, whether with our own eyes or even on online videos. It may be confusing and unbelievable sometimes, but hey, it happened. In today's video we will be looking at unbelievable things caught on camera. Before moving on, for a chance to enter in our giveaway to win the latest PlayStation console or the latest iPhone, leave a like, subscribe, and comment the keywords displayed on the screen later on in the video. Stick around to the end to see the most unusual thing. It is unknown if this was a stunt, but a scary moment occurred when one of the monster trucks at a monster truck event appears to have lost control and was driving its way towards the crowd but stopped right at the barrier. In some places after heavy rains, sometimes there is a phenomenon of grass bubbles appearing on lawns, which is basically a bubble cavity between grass and the dirt that is filled with rainwater. It is extremely satisfying to poke, burst, or even jump on them.
Oh.
Even though sometimes cats are underrated for their intelligence, they can actually pick up on certain things pretty quickly through curiosity, like opening car doors. During a safari in Africa, a lion made a new discovery and opened a car door, and this likely made the passengers' hearts drop.
I know! There's this locked door. Oh my gosh, I didn't know they could do that!
A fantastic moment was captured on video when a truck driver blew his whistle and thousands of birds flew from within his truck in the middle of a grassy area. It seemed to be that they were transported from the city back into nature space. Even though badminton is kind of unappreciated, it's one of the most exciting sports to watch. An incredible moment happened at a badminton devils match, when the coordination of both teams in what appeared to be a never-ending game.
That's why we love me.
Sometimes Minecraft seems to happen in real life. There is really no explanation for this, just that construction adhesives can be so incredibly strong that it can allow you to build a structure sideways. For those who don't know, a photo radar takes a picture when a car is going over the speed limit and then the driver gets fined in the mail. Well, a 1 in a million chance occurred when a bird saves a guy from a $300 fine by passing the camera at the exact moment the car passed the camera. In probably one of the saddest moments in terms of getting a goal is when the goalkeeper tried to kick the ball onto the field as far as he could since the match was ending soon. Well, because of the wind, the ball fell straight back down and scored into that same goal on its own. Winning the lottery is a dream that many people wish for. An incredible moment happened when a man bought a lottery ticket and forgot it at the counter of the convenience store. The cashier decided to keep it, just in case the man returns. The next day when the man came back, it turns out that his ticket was worth $273 million. Here is how they got reunited.
They're honest like that. I want to get emotional on camera, but I can't ask for a better present.
An amazing moment was captured on a GoPro at the Red Bull Rampage mountain bike competition, when Kelly McGarry made an incredible backflip over a 72-foot canyon, which earned him a silver medal. This is probably one of the most terrifying and anxiety-triggering swings in New Zealand, which detaches and lets you drop in a 70-meter freefall, which can go up to a speed of around 75 miles per hour. Swimming pools in backyards can get really dirty, and if you're not using it in the winter for instance, it does take up a good amount of space. This man came up with the most creative solution for this problem when he decided to make a swimming pool, which is below the grass that can open and close whenever you want. Even though the Crimson Chin is a fictional character, there are still some people out there in the world who are pretty much like him with strong chins. Not sure how he does this, but watch how this guy balances a 16-foot ladder on his chin while the audience watches in total disbelief. Once a container of water is clean and undisturbed, the water can actually get to freezing temperatures without turning into ice. This bizarre property of water is shown in this clip, where the man is pouring water in this thermos and it immediately turns to ice. In places such as Southeast Asia and South America, landslides are quite common actually, especially if there was a heavy rainfall or changes in the ground soil in any way. Here is a landslide that occurred in Japan some time ago. Thankfully no one was hurt in this disaster. Due to cats not having a rigid collarbone, they can squeeze through the smallest of spaces, which is kind of weird to watch. This is a video of a cat crawling under a small space at the bottom of a door, which doesn't add up by looking at it. Snakes may be scary but they don't usually attack for no reason. But when a man was riding his motorcycle down the road, a snake came out of nowhere and tried to attack him. Luckily, the man had good reflexes and the snake missed him by just a few inches. With most of our shopping these days being online, we gather a whole lot of cardboard boxes over time and some people get quite creative with them than others. This man decided to make some cool tools inspired by video games and TV shows, and it is amazing to see the level of skills one person had to be able to do this. This is quite unexplainable, but in a Brazil football match, the most unusual thing happened. A parrot flew out of nowhere onto the pitch and landed on one of the players' head and stood there for a few minutes. Even though vultures can be pretty daunting, they usually never attack humans. When a vulture decided to take a short break from flying by resting on a man's selfie stick, the man got extremely lucky that the vulture didn't fly off with a stick or tear the parachute. In a lodge in southern Africa, an incredible yet chilling moment happened when a massive elephant crashed a pool party to take a sip of the non-chlorine pool water. Take a look at this video captured on a smartphone, which shows fire burning inside of a tree but not burning the tree itself nor anything surrounding the tree. The theory behind it is that a lightning started the fire, but it's pretty crazy, yet cool. How did this happen? It is no secret that some fireworks can be amazing when they light up the sky in different patterns and colors and are undoubtedly pleasing to the eyes. One of the best and rarest to be caught on camera is one that appeared to be making a ladder towards the sky. This might look fake, but it is 100% real and the fireworks are held up by a balloon. Doing a regular backflip is hard just for the average person, but somehow this guy managed to make an incredible triple backflip using a fitness ball as control. Many people are afraid of heights, so jumping from a tall height can trigger anxiety. In a Korean TV show, contestants have to jump from a springboard, which progressively increases in height up to 30 feet in the air, into a pool. Their families and friends' reactions after jumping is really something to see. With some naddles being as heavy as 500 pounds, they obviously will not float in water, but substance like mercury, which is so dense, the naddle can float in it without any problems at all. It's crazy to watch. When some professional skiers decided they wanted a bigger and riskier challenge, they literally got the help of a helicopter to go onto the top of a gigantic mountain in Alaska, which was incredibly steep. Incredibly, the three skiers managed to make successful glides on the way down and reach the bottom safely. Sometimes a plane merely wants to be a helicopter. Sometimes people just get unlucky in the weirdest ways. What looked like a highly unlikely event turns out real after a wheel fell from a truck and traveled along an unusual course to the gas station, where it hit the bumper of another person's car. Probably one of the most fascinating things you can do at a pyramid with a hole on the top is clap. This is because the sound travels up the slope and then comes back all the way down, creating an amazing sound. Here's a video of a man showing the effects in front of the Chichen Itza stairs, and it can be clearly heard. It sounds like laser beams almost.
Goes away. But here, the sound comes back.
When a Lakers fan was given the opportunity to make $100,000 if he managed to do a half-court shot, he actually managed to pull it off, and the whole crowd was completely speechless. Most of us have seen an ad all around for the amazing for flex tape, but we usually believe it's all just a setup on TV to trick our eyes. Well, interestingly enough, they actually work and can even stop oil from leaking from a barrel. And that's it for unbelievable moments caught on camera. Comment down below which was the most amazing. Also, remember to like and subscribe. Check out one of the amazing videos on screen.